Hey guys, and welcome to a new Siege Academy video, and today we're going to be discussing mentality. And before I continue anywhere into the video, I'm sorry if anything sounds echoey and if my voice sounds a bit rough, but my throat has been hurting for the past 2 days, and also I moved recently and my room doesn't have any sound isolation, so sorry about that. Side note, I also want to say thank you so much for the support on the channel in the past 2 weeks. Like, seeing this graph that you see on the screen right now made me very happy, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. So yeah, let's get into the video now. Okay, so mentality is probably a topic that a lot of people have opinions on, and I'm just gonna be sharing what I feel like worked for me in my 2 years at the moment playing Siege. And I'm also going to be sharing some tricks that I used playing in tournaments and stuff like that. Basically, like how I lasted double overtimes without, losing my sanity and so on. If you do enjoy the video though, and if you find it helpful, leave it a like and subscribe. If you're new around here and if you have any questions or just want to hang out, I do stream on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/verse_FPS. Link is in the description right now and on the screen right now as well. So there's a few important bits about mentality and the way you should be approaching, especially as a new player. Like, Siege is basically the Dark Souls of FPS. And if you have a weak mindset, you're probably never gonna achieve your full potential in the game. Because it's very mentally draining, especially as a new player, because, as many people describe Siege, especially the maps, it's like one Siege map, it's like 3 Counter-Strike or Valorant maps. So it's very big and you have to take time to learn it, and it's gonna be a lot of deaths and a lot of modding, so just chill the fuck out. So we're gonna be talking about how to approach the game as a new player. The way you should be approaching Siege as a new player especially, and in general if you're a low rank, like anything below, let's say, Plateau, I would say. Or if it's like your first time Platinum, you're still a relatively new player, I think. Unless you have 2000 hours in the game, then you're not. No judging though, like, everybody plays the game at their own pace, and that's exactly my point. Some people are faster at learning and some people are a bit slower, and you just got to figure out which kind of a person are you, because if you learn fast, you adapt quickly, you're probably going to be able to, get a higher rank and learn the map faster than a different person. And vice versa, both is completely fine. And I cannot preface this enough, but you really need to be fine with losing, or something that I don't understand, especially now with Emerald Plains coming out in the current season, it's the people banning it because they care way too much about their, rank. It's even in unranked, like, it gets banned. So you need to be fine with losing, because the reason why it's being banned so much is because people just wanna win. And to learn, you're gonna have to lose sometimes, and that just, it takes time. So it's fine if you lose, just like know what you did wrong. And something that might happen eventually by playing this game, it's you're probably going to burn out. At some point, you probably burnt out from one game. So for me, it was Counter-Strike, because I played way too much with that game. And then I've also recently burnt out in Siege, like a couple of months ago. Actually, the thought of playing Siege, like, did not excite me whatsoever. And you know, you open the game, you do your warm-up, you don't do good, and then you just say, you know, like, fuck it, I'm gonna go play ranked anyway. And you basically just lose the MMR you won in the past 2 days, and now you're mad, and this happens a few days in a row, and you know, you're just done with it, and you push through it, and before you know, the thought of playing Siege like makes you sick, basically. And the thing that I did, it's I would just do dehunt for half an hour a day if I felt like it, or honestly even if I had time for it, because I have a full-time job and that just like takes a lot of energy and everything. And honestly, if you have to, just take a break, dude. Like, if you feel like you're burning out from the game, take a break. Now, it's different if you're like actually a pro player, then honestly, like, God may be with you, like, I cannot really help you. I wish you the best. But if you want to be a pro player, so you're an aspiring pro player, so like you're in a tier 3, tier 4 team, then just step down to a substitute and just, you know, do what I said, just focus on doing your warm-ups daily and focus on yourself mostly. And, you know, just play some other games, have more interactions with like actual people outside, stuff like that. Just, you know, just take a break from the game, touch some grass. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. Please just go touch some grass. Something that is also connected to burnout is something called a slump, and if the slump goes on for too long, it might cause burnout. Basically, the slump, as I call it, and plenty of other people as well, is when no matter what you do, you just can't play the same like you did like last week, for example. And it's like you're playing on a different setup, you're missing your shots, your movement is like you're playing on a controller. I'm sorry to anybody playing on console, by the way. And you know, you just start to lose it, since that's been happening for the past like 3 days, and you're losing MMR, and you know, people are talking shit about you. And with slumps, basically it's the same thing as with burnouts. Like, you need to accept the fact that you just don't have it at the moment. Like, no matter what you do, you're not gonna be able to just like magically, you know, fix it. Just, again, take a break, do your aim practice, and if you feel like it, queue for unranked or casual. Like, at this point, it doesn't matter which mode you play, like, you're gonna be playing Pro League. So, it's the same everywhere. And, you know, like, maybe if the new event is out, just like play that for a bit. So now something that you will probably encounter every day you play Siege, and maybe the most common word used in gaming besides racial slurs: tilt. Siege at its core, it's basically a very, very frustrating game, and you're gonna be tilting a lot. Like, really, you will most likely tilt so much you want to sue Ubisoft for even developing Siege. Tilt is more present when a game should be, you know, done at like 4-0, 4-1, and it goes up to like 5-4 before you know it, and in the end you don't even win the game. Like, you lost, you had a 4-round advantage and you choked everything. And, you know, like, the last round you just got so tilted, you just, like, you know, said screw it and just TK'd your teammates. And now imagine playing tournaments where the games go up to 7 rounds. So, like, 7-0 is a win, or 7-1, whatever. And that's without overtime. Overtime rounds usually go to first to 9, if I remember correctly. So I've played overtimes before in tournaments, and when I tell you that keeping calm in that situation, it's probably the most challenging thing I've done in a while. And I was also IGLing, and my advice is basically, if you're just a normal player, is you focus on the mistakes that you can change. If you got timed and you just like basically got randomly wallbanged, or a guy was like pre-firing something and he hit you and he died, like, dude, you can't help that, he got lucky. Focus on, I don't know, you not communicating well, you whiffing an easy shot, or even though that's, you know, common and fine. But as I said, just like focus on the things that you can do, because if you're playing overtime and you're getting tilted, like, those situations are the ones where you just have to focus and, you know, just know what you did wrong and try to fix your mistakes if you can. Like, as an IGL, I had to think about mistakes that happened, and if me or my teammates, or, you know, all of us on the team could fix them. But, you know, as I said, like, sometimes the timing is more favored towards the enemy and you just can't do anything. So you need to say that you just lost the game or the round, but like not 2 rounds into the game, because it also happens like way too much, especially in ranked for some reason, where people just like disconnect after like the 2nd round, and I just don't understand that. So I kind of hope this video made sense, because some of it was scripted, some of it wasn't. So I really hope it also helped you, because these are actually some things that I did use in tournaments, especially the part with managing me tilting. So yeah, again, I hope this video helped you, and I also hope you enjoyed it. So as always, good luck in your game.
One too many times.